Good morning vlog. Sorry it's a little bit later this morning already at work. I was a little bit in the zone this morning when I woke up and got ready and started to really work on my latest blog post. I think it's almost done. Hopefully I can finish it tonight, if not by tomorrow morning at the latest, and then schedule that to be posted and get that going. And I have a wonderful idea of stemming off several more blog posts from it, because there's just too much information about podcasting for me to have in just one blog post. So I'm going to have to divide it out and send it out from there. But for now, it is off to work, and maybe I'll work on my blog post during lunch. Taking my lunch break now. I actually wanted to try a continuation from what I accidentally did yesterday. I forgot my lunch yesterday, so I just went the whole day without eating anything until dinner. So I did like a very long all-day fast pretty much. And so I want to try repeating that today, except voluntarily now. So that'll give me some time to free up and work on my blog post, as opposed to using that time for eating. And I will just have a nice hearty dinner later tonight. And hopefully I have my logic right, where I think intermittent fasting and having your body in ketosis goes hand in hand. Because the whole point about getting your body into ketosis is to have it get accustomed to burning fat as opposed to carbohydrates for the fuel source. And with intermittent fasting, you're limiting your calorie intake to a specific window of the day. And during that other time that your body is hungry and wants food, then your fat stores are like, hey, I'm here, process me. And then your metabolism's like, all right, come over here, I'm gonna eat ya. Of course, I could have that understanding completely wrong. So if I'm misunderstanding something, let me know in the comments or send me a message. Made some good headway on the blog post during lunch today. I'm really close to being finished with it. I'm kind of chomping at the bit to have it done. I just have a few more subjects that I want to cover in it before sending it out. And I'm not going to dwell on it too much, because I can always add more in supplemental blog posts later. But for right now, it's almost done. It's almost there. All right, leaving work a little bit later again. But by golly, we're going to get this project done and off the ground tomorrow morning, first thing. Luckily, we'll have some more time. But now it's time to go home, get some dinner, because I am famished. And it also didn't help that on the way out, one of my coworkers and I were having a profound conversation about which Oreo is better, the original Oreo or double stuffed Oreo. What do you think? Got home and was cooking an omelet, decided to fry some jalapenos in some of the oil, and accidentally made aerosolized pepper spray. It's affecting Amanda more than me, but this thing is looking delicious so far. Oh. All right, so what I have here, I guess, is what I'm dubbing a spicy carnitas street taco omelet. Inside is pork carnitas, that's redundant, with bacon and spinach and some jalapenos with onions inside, as well as habanero jack cheese, 3 eggs, and then garnished on top with some cilantro and some extra onions, just a little bit, because I really like onions. Oh, and a small side of bacon. This thing is really quite tasty. It brings a great amount of spice, and then the cilantro with the onion on top was a good touch, because it adds some extra crunch to it, some freshness to it. The cilantro adds a nice refreshing kind of gardeny taste to it almost, to help break up all the spiciness and savoriness of the rest of the dish. Oh yes, this is very good. This does come at a price though, because my wife says that the air is burning her face and making her nose run, which, yeah, it's giving my throat a little scratchiness to it as I breathe, but I think it was worth the price. Going to have some friends over this weekend, so I had to kind of clean up the floor in the office to make some room, and took all those items that we got from my parents' house that I'm going to list online. Took pictures of most of the stuff, some other things I still need to clean up, but I took pictures of the toys and whatnot. Just need to post it on eBay, get some starting prices. But yeah, now everything's just kind of sitting in there, out of sight, not out of mind, as recorded here, until after the weekend. Or if I sell it before that, then I'll just ship it out. The next episode of the podcast is approved, so I've scheduled that to be published tomorrow morning around 6 o'clock. I also updated the class notes and uploaded that to the scheduled post that should be happening at 6 a.m. And hopefully it'll be approved sometime during the day by the Apple Podcast folks, because whenever you submit a podcast episode, it doesn't get published immediately. It actually has to go through the Apple system to get published onto iTunes, and that's where we get a majority of our traffic on the podcast that I've seen from the analytics tools that we use. But now that I have that done, I am going to go to bed. So I guess that concludes this vlog for the day, and until tomorrow.